My name's Hannah Judd, and I'm the mother of 12 children. My youngest is 1 month old, and I'm going to share with you some of the tips and tricks I have for caring for a newborn and yourself right after having a baby. So when you have an infant, a newborn baby, you do not want that baby to get sick. One of the benefits of nursing is that during the first 4 months of nursing, the baby's immune system is protected by the mother's immune system. And so they're less likely to get sick if they're breastfeeding, just because of that extra protection from the mom. Now, but that doesn't mean that they're safe from getting sick. And let me explain. In the first couple months, they're building up their immune system. They actually don't have an immune system of their own. They're building it up. And so if a little baby gets sick, that's under 3 months, it is very dangerous. And a little cold can turn into something really serious. And so one of the things I found is that I tend to just avoid people for 3 months. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, the pediatrician, any doctor pediatrician will tell you that. Don't take your newborn into public places for the first 3 months. And people don't take that serious because they don't realize how incredibly dangerous it is if the baby gets sick. But the other thing is, a lot of times other people are not aware of how dangerous it is, or oddly enough, they're not aware of how sickness is passed around. So one of the things that really stresses me out and kind of freaks me out almost is when people will sometimes walk up to a newborn baby. This has happened to me a couple times now. They'll come up to my baby, "Oh, you're a baby," and they will take their finger that they have not washed and put it in the baby's mouth and let the baby suck on their finger. And before, I don't anticipate that somebody's going to do that. Like, it kind of catches me off guard, but once their finger's already in the baby's mouth, there's not a lot the damage has been done. The baby just licked their finger clean. So I end up just kind of avoiding people because of stuff like that. Also, there are a lot of myths about disease and how disease is passed around. And one of the myths is that you're only contagious when you're coming down with a sickness, and then you're not contagious during that recovery period or as the sickness progresses. And yes, you are more contagious when you're coming down with the sickness, but you are definitely still contagious through the whole sickness. So I'll have people come up and, they've got their kid with snotty gook running out of their nose and just completely sick and hacking and coughing. And they're like, "Don't worry, I'm not contagious." And I'm like, okay, yeah, you are. And so, but for some reason that myth is really prevalent right now, and it's simply not true, but a lot of people believe that. So that's another reason it's really dangerous to have your newborn around, is because people honestly don't believe that they're contagious when they're in the middle of a sickness. And then even with people bringing dinners or babysitting the kids, I've run into problems where people are like, "Oh yeah, we just got," they'll do something nice like watch your kids or bring you dinner, and then afterwards mention that they've all been vomiting and had the stomach flu. And so we've gotten the stomach flu and stuff like that from instances like that, where people were trying to help and be kind, but don't realize, oh my goodness, it's really bad if they get sick right now. It's kind of bad timing. And and it is very scary when a newborn gets sick. The third reason I get nervous around other people when I have a newborn is because when I had my first, a girl was, I was like, "Oh, please, make sure you wash your hands before you touch my baby," and la la la. And she goes, "Oh, you know what? In my family, we actually try to get the new baby sick." And I'm like, "What?" And she goes, "Yeah, because it builds up their immune system." And so my mom's like, "Yeah, let everybody touch the baby and expose it to all the sickness, because that'll build up its immune system." And with newborns, that's actually not how it works. If a newborn gets sick, they actually don't have enough of an immune system to be able to fight the sickness. You have to wait till after that 3-month period. Yeah, being exposed to a normal amount of sickness, yeah, their immune system can build up from that, but that principle does not work for newborns, and instead it will just end up killing the baby. So anyway, so I get nervous around other people with a newborn, and I kind of tend to avoid people for the first 3 months just because there are a lot of funny ideas about sickness and how sickness is spread and how resilient a newborn may be.